Hi, I'm Jahleelah with VOX at Atlanta, and I'm here to show you how to get tested. Clinics can be a bit intimidating, but the unease will wash away when you're welcomed by the front desk attendant who will hand you a prevention screening tool for you to fill out and will direct you to the waiting area. The prevention screening tool will assess your sexual preferences, gender identity, birth date, and risk factors. After filling it out, you will return it to an attendant who will input your information into Atlanta's or the clinic of your choices database. So when you go to submit your prevention screening tool paper, you have to submit your ID and the paper.
So when a person comes in and they do not have their ID, we can still test them, but they just won't get their results on a written copy.
So you're here for HIV testing?
I am.
All right, great. My name is Russell and I'll be providing you with an HIV test today. So first, let's start off by me finding out what kind of questions or concerns that you have about HIV or about the test or what we do.
Does HIV testing hurt?
Typically it doesn't, it's just a little stick, but some people get a little nervous about it, but hopefully it doesn't.
Can anyone get tested?
Anyone can get tested here. There are certain age requirements. If the person is under that age, then they just need to come in with their parent and get tested so that we have that consent, but everyone's welcome.
How often can you get tested?
Well, some people will get tested once a year. Some people get it done every 6 months. I always encourage people to get their HIV test done based upon if they feel like they've been exposed. So for a person that may have had unprotected sex with someone that they don't know their status or they're not sure about what's going on. So what we do as far as HIV testing is concerned is we offer a number of different tests. The test that you'll take today is an NST test. So it's just a little bit of a finger stick, NST test. And with the NST test, like I showed you, this is how it is kind of reflected toward the end of the test. We're going to do a little finger stick. And the test actually takes about 60 seconds, and your results will show.
And these correlate with these?
Yeah, so these correlate with that. So this is number one, the ones you're seeing here, the solution right there. So I'll actually mix the blood that we gather with this solution, and this will be the first one that we pour in. Side of the kit. Then this will be the second solution that we pour it in. And these two really kind of help with clarifying everything so that you'll be able to clearly see the control line, the control line. And it's pretty simple and straightforward. We're going to draw a little bit of blood with this. Right. And then after we do that, we're going to just mix it inside of this solution. And once you pour these all in, and your results will begin to show on that one. This test is really great, especially because, like I said, it only takes 60 seconds to show. So we're able to get results right away and kind of get the person on to the next process.
Right.
So your test results are already starting to show in here. And as you can see, this is the diagram that this is the control line. This is the test right here that would show a control line and it would show a preliminary positive if there were 2 dots. How many dots do you see in your test?
1.
1 dot, great, okay. That shows your test is being non-reactive. Right, great, which is always awesome. I always want that for everyone. So your test being non-reactive, the test you're taking today.
About what happens when teens test positive.
You'll see here in the conference room. Conference room is the next place that our clients come to after testing, if their tests come back preliminary positive. So the process is that they would do a confirmatory test, and then we have a linkage specialist that comes in and speaks with that person. Our linkage specialists are great because they tell them about all the services and amenities that Atlanta has to offer. So that means that you'll hear about opportunities for counseling, for mental health. You'll hear about opportunities to work with a case manager if a person has issues around getting bills paid or housing, if they're without a home or they're in transition. They'll hear about those things. But one of the key things that happens during this initial opportunity with the linkage specialist is they're also going to be hearing a lot about what happens next in their process as far as with their health. Because that's kind of the priority on the day of testing for people that test positive. It's going to be about getting them to that next doctor's appointment, talking about insurance, and making sure that we get them in the best health possible. and then we take care of the rest, okay? All right?